What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and American Team? It's your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan, after coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, Mo news, M-O news that you can use. And here we are on a Wednesday night. Let's give it up. Listen, I know we always usually go live on Wednesday night, but again, tonight, let me just say this. We're preparing for a new edition that we have coming up. For the 2024 season. So we will be going back live once we get started with the combines and the OTAs and things like that. But we do have a few recordings that we definitely going to put up. But anyway, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that's a part of this channel, man. And we know again, we want to thank you for your support and your commitment to the channel. So give it up for all our supporters, our subscribers, and followers of the Cowboy Huddle podcast. I'm not going to even be on here not long tonight, but I did want to come across an article and something that's been reported, and it has a lot to do with Micah Parson. Micah Parson is one that, people have different ways of how they blow off steam, and we know now that Micah Parson has a lot to say. And Michael Parson basically need to vent. And we've seen some of the things that he's done in the past. He participated in the NBA All-Star Weekend, got player of the game, things like that. The guy's a pure athlete. But I got to really say that I really appreciate Michael Parson. I did a video about, the social media thing. And I guess that's the way he vents and everything. I just hope that he's not neglecting his responsibilities on on his career side, because again, content creating it takes a lot of work. But yeah, I gotta appreciate him, and he from time to time he has something to say, and this time he had something to say. He basically said he thinks there is a culture problem in Dallas. I'm just saying what's being reported. Michael Parson thinks there is a culture problem in Dallas. Now, you say, well, gee, what is he talking about? Well, when he's talking about the culture, he said there needs to be more accountability. People on this team needs to be held more accountable for their actions. And what game or what football organization you play for where there's no accountability? I mean, this is part of the game. Each player being held accountable for their actions on the field and off the field. He also said there's too many things that slides. I guess, but what he means by that is a lot of things that they let slide by without dealing with the situation or the issue. So he also said we need to change the identity. And I can see what he's talking about on his identity because, when we talk about Mike McCarthy is not in your face, hard nosed, pull you by the face mask and cuss you out and talk down on. He's not that guy. He's a nice guy. He comes up with the General Patton speeches. That's how he motivates. Something similar like Jason Garrett. These guys are not big time motivators. They're not motivators in that sense to really hype you up like the Ray Lewis and the Jimmy Johnson and things like that. So yeah, so this could be a problem because Mike McCarthy, he's a nice guy. And when we look on the defensive side of the ball, yeah, we can also say Dan Quinn, he's a nice guy. And people love Dan Quinn because he's a hands-on guy and he's right there in the mix with his players. So everybody loves to play for Dan Quinn. But again, he's a nice guy. So this is what I think Michael Parson is talking about when he's saying that we need to change the identity. We want some players that's going to, I mean, now let's give it up to the 49ers. 49ers come out with the boom box, baby. They come out, sea walking, and they come out, jamming. They got the swag, and they know they can't be beat, even though they got beat, but they have the attitude of knowing can't nobody stop us. And I think that's exactly what Michael Parson is talking about. Where is the swag? Where is the dog? Where is the fight in everybody? Somebody, step up. Let's be about our business. But he also said, I want people, which he meaning players, to lock in for 22 weeks. Give it up for Michael. See, this is a guy that has passion. Again, we haven't heard anything from all these other players. I don't know how they feel. I don't know if they just say, well, the season over with, we'll try again next year. But Michael Parson can't let it go. And I agree with Michael Parson because we had everything. I mean, true enough, yeah, you can say we didn't have a running game. No, we just didn't use the running game properly. We had a running game. We had a running game. Emmitt Smith had Moose Johnson. Tony Pollard could have had Hunter Lupke. Why wasn't he used? Have no idea. So I can't say we didn't have we had a running game. We just didn't figure it out. We didn't figure out why, or the what can I how can I say it? The the production that could have been produced with Hunter Lupke uh, 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 leading through the whole for Tony Pollard. So I don't want to hear anything else about the no running game. There was a running game. Mike McCarthy just did not figure it out that you need a fullback for your tailback. How do you think that Emmitt Smith was so successful? He was successful because he ran behind the Moose and he thanked the Moose at his own Hall of Fame initiation, acceptance speech. So we had a running game. I don't want to hear about that we didn't have a running game. So, but not only that, but this is what we're looking at when it comes to what Micah is talking about. I want somebody that's gonna be locked in for 22 weeks. Somebody gonna play some smash mouth football. And when you mess up, you're gonna be held accountable when you mess up. You're gonna be replaced when you mess up. Well, with all that being said, Stephen Jones had something to say. Yeah, Stephen Jones said, I don't think there is a culture problem in Dallas. Stephen Jones says, we feel good about our culture. Stephen Jones, what have you done for us lately? I mean, really, we feel good about our culture, and we haven't been to the Super Bowl in damn near 29 years, and you feel good about our culture? She. But here's the disconnect. This is where we think we should have our front office listen to our players. But I say all that to say this. Michael Parson, your prayers might have been answered. So you say you want accountability? Call Mike Zimmer. You want to change an identity? Call Mike Zimmer. When you won't change, call Mike Zimmer. And believe me, Mike Zimmer will have his side of the ball locked in for 22 weeks. And I'm going to say this here too. Like I said before, some of the players you saw playing in certain position on this defense, you might not see them again. You want to see accountability? You will see accountability with Mike Zimmer out here on this field. Either you produce or you stand on the white. On the sideline, it is. You won't change an identity? You'll get it with Mike Zimmer. Because you're going to play hard. You're going to play downhill. You're going to play flat. See ball, get ball. That's how you're going to play. And also, now, with the addition of Jimmy Johnson, now, again, I don't know what his role is, but as an advisor of the organization, don't be surprised you see some things that you wasn't expecting. Just depends on how much leadway Jerry gives Jimmy. Jimmy can give a fat rat about who you are. Mike Zimmer can give a fat rat about who you are. So, Jerry, this is what you asked for. Let these guys do what they do best. That's all I can tell you. Allow Jimmy Johnson, Mike Zimmer to do what they do best. Get these guys in shape and ready to play. See ball, get ball. And again, like I say, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. You see some change out there on that field before the season starts. Well, anyway, guys, I just wanted to report that to you, man. That's what's been reported and how Michael Parson is feeling right now. He wants culture change. Well, he's going to get it with Mike Zimmer and Jimmy Johnson being in the house. So let's give it up for those folks. So yeah, man, I think that's good. I got, like I said, I got to appreciate Michael Parson for what he stands for. He's still bitter. He's still feeling the after effects of losing that game to Green Bay. But let me say this also. Also be ready to see Michael Parson playing more linebacker than defensive end. Michael Parson said it himself. People's asking why in the Green Bay game why he didn't play more linebacker. But he said, there's several packages where he plays linebacker. But he said, I don't call the plays. There were several times they could have called the package where I played linebacker, but the plays don't come from him. Doesn't come from me. That's exactly what he said, and it's true. So it's not Michael Parson. He said if he had to play linebacker throughout the playoffs, that's what he would have done. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on right now on this Wednesday night, man. Do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you share this video, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be notified again when the next video will be posted. And with that being said, I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys. Here we go.